And welcome into the Rowdy Studios, Bassmasters along with Monica Palumbo and our special guest, Bristol Motor Speedway President Jerry Caldwell. Thank you, sir, for joining us here.
Thank you very much for letting me come.
Well, now, I understand from the rumors you made a big announcement at Whiskey River last night here in Charlotte.
That's correct. With everyone's favorite Dale Jr. He's going to be running a 50th anniversary, Bristol Motor Speedway 50th anniversary paint scheme in the Irwin Tools night race in just a few short weeks.
Pretty cool. Now, is this a gold car, did I hear you saying?
Gold Amp Energy car with the 50th anniversary logo on the side.
Now, how did all that come together?
Pepsi. They're great partners of ours. In early stages of our planning for the year, it came up, and one of those that was kind of thrown out on the table, what if? And you don't think stuff like that's going to come together, but this one did, so it's really exciting.
And how fitting to announce it at Whiskey River,
Dale's
bar that he owns here in Charlotte. Was that your first time there?
Yes, it was.
And
great place, really exciting.
They've
done a great job.
Did you?
No.
You got to be careful of that bull.
No.
That bull, I don't know if it's as hard of a hit as you can take at Bristol, but it could be a pretty hard hit.
Well, I think we should bring a mechanical bull to Bristol.
Well, now that's a good idea. You can make it happen. You're the president.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
All right, so Dale Jr. at Bristol. Now, suppose we get to this race and he still needs a win. It'd be pretty cool for him to pick it up there. It is a pretty good track for Junior.
Love it. Yes, he has won there before, and that's what we're pulling for. This new wild card is really exciting. We'll see how that plays out with Bristol.
Definitely. Now, tell us about ticket sales, because people just don't seem to have a lot of money to spend these days.
That's right.
So that's a challenge for you guys. What have you been doing, and how's it been going?
It is. What we've been doing, we talked to the race fans and said, what can we do to help? And what we continue to hear is, give us more value. We still have some money to spend. We still want to come to the races, but add more value. Give us other options with our tickets. So that's what we've done. We're doing a lot of driver Q&A sessions. We're doing different programs where they come in and they can see. We just announced one the other day with the Survivor folks. We've got several Survivor alumni in our area.
Let's see if they can survive Bristol.
Yeah, really. And ticket sales are really strong. We're very encouraged. People are telling us over and over again that they still want to make it to Bristol, and they're loading up those RVs and heading on out.
Yeah, Bristol's one of my favorite races. It's the night race. Everyone wants to go to Bristol night race. And it's all about the fans. It's all about camping out.
It is.
So do you have anything going on in the campground that you can say?
We have lots going on in the campgrounds. We actually, a funny story, one of our ticket holders said we should change the 50th anniversary to a 50th family reunion. So that's what we've done on some of our merchandise. But yes, we've got Food City Family Race Night is a huge event on Thursday night that our partners at Food City have been doing for years. And they have Rodney Atkins signed up. He's going to be performing that night. We've got another one that's in the works for Saturday that we're not quite ready to announce yet. Still waiting on the ink to dry.
Is it Elvis? He's from Tennessee, right? Could be Elvis, right?
You never know.
That'd be pretty cool. If you could pull off Dale Jr. and Elvis, that would be pretty cool.
I would have a good year.
Yeah, I think you'd be the track president of the year if you did that one. Talk about the racing track, the surface itself. I know you guys went through that repave a few years ago.
Yeah.
The drivers love it. And fans, anytime you change their favorite thing, they always have a little bit. Are people kind of getting used to the 2-3 groove racing that we see at Bristol? Because it's a pretty good show.
It's a great show. They really are. And it's the car changed at the same time as the racetrack. The car of tomorrow came along. So exactly what plays into it, we're not really sure. But the track is really aging and coming into its own. We've done a couple of media events the past few weeks, and Austin Dillon was up 2 weeks ago doing some track laps, and he even made the comment that it's really developing some character. There's some bumps coming up that he hadn't noticed before, and it's really just coming into its own. So.
Well, the cool thing about Bristol is there's not a bad seat in the house.
That's
so
true.
Wherever you sit at Bristol, you can see everything. And one of my favorite things is when during driver introductions and the drivers are being announced, they get to come out to a song that either they choose or a fan chooses for them, or even in the spring, some of the drivers, for example, Brian Vickers chose the song that Jimmy Johnson came out with, and Jimmy chose the song that Brian came out with. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we've really hit on something there. The fans love it.
You just want to play songs about thongs.
Sure, why not?
I mean,
and Elvis, right?
And Elvis. Something like a good thong song, I always say. Are you guys burdened at all, in a sense, by some of the great racing that we've seen there in the past that fans expect, like sparks flying at the finish? I mean, every race can't be a barn burner at the finish, and you've had so many over the years that people kind of feel like, well, gosh, if they're not wrecking across the finish line, I guess it wasn't a very good race.
Yes, we do. It's a challenge, but our racing has been, it is a good challenge. Our racing has been great, especially, You look at Wednesday night, we've got the truck race and the modifieds. Friday night, we've got the Food City 250 with the Nationwide folks, and all those series put on a great show. And then the big boys. I mean, it's we were talking recently. That's a former dairy farm that we're on. It's 500 acres, former dairy farm that's now a modern day coliseum.
It really looks like the Coliseum.
Yeah, it does.
Mean, it's just.
And you put the greatest drivers in the world in there, and they always put on a great show. And hopefully we'll have one of those exciting Dale Earnhardt, Terry Labonte finishes.
Yeah, maybe a little Jimmy Johnson, Kurt Busch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad when those guys get into it, right?
I'd take that, yeah.
It's so fun. The fans love it. I mean, could Kyle Busch sweep it again, too? I mean, that's another excitement.
Well, he's got it figured out.
He does.
He is the man to beat, no question at our place.
No question. Well, listen, there are still some tickets available. I know you guys are closing in on a sellout.
Yes.
But if people want to get tickets to your race, what do they do?
423 Bristol, or they can visit bristoltix.com.
Bristol Tix. That's T-I-X, not T-I-C-K-S.
That's right.
Just so we're clear. Listen, Jerry, thank you for coming in.
Thanks
and congratulations on the big junior announcement.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the Funny Papers.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.